Hey everybody, I'm Ryan and welcome back to my quick review channel. For this week, I'm going to be covering the 1962 classic Oscar-winning film Lawerence of Arabia, directed by David Lean. And please excuse me if I mispronounce any names in Arabic. It stars Peter O'Toole as Lawerence himself, Anthony Quinn as Adua Abate, and Alec Guinness as Prince Fazile. This movie is actually based off of the romanticized true story of World War I officer T.E. Lawerence, who traveled the Arabian desert uniting the warring tribes against the Turkish Empire during the Great War in an attempt to bring its end. The cinematographer of the film, Freddie Young, uses a lot of, and I mean a lot, of these wide, long shots that just show off the environment. I mean, they're great looking shots. They show how massive and vast the desert is to amplify the feat that Lawerence of Arabia endured. These are some great looking shots. I mean, the color, the composition, how the sky contrasts with the horizon. It's great. And actually my favorite shot in this film is towards the beginning when we see the blood orange sky and the sun rising over the horizon. It just looks fantastic. The cinematographer actually even used Super Panavision 70 to shoot this film, and it actually holds up visually today. I mean, it just looks so natural and authentic. The colors are vibrant, the lighting is incredible, and the music is just iconic and amazing that you can't help but love that part of the movie. My only issue that I had with this film really paid into why I didn't really like it all that much was that the movie was just way too long, and those amazing shots that I mentioned, there are just way too many of them and they last way too long. I mean, like, they're great looking shots, but the problem is they just last so long throughout the movie that it adds to the runtime. But also, they don't add anything to the story rather than just to say, oh, look how vast this desert is. It looks great, but they don't tell us anything about the characters. They don't tell us anything about the situation. They just look cool and so show you that the desert is empty. This is just the case for all old movies back in the day, and especially with old westerns, where they just have wide nature shots. Personally, I think it's just for the directors to show off, hey, look at this amazing setting that we filmed in. But again, they don't really add to the story in any meaningful way. Again, they just show the setting, but you can do that in just normal medium shots or just one establishing shot. In my first video, I mentioned that I was going to give my honest review of the movies I watch, and honestly, I didn't really like this movie. I mean, like I said at the very beginning, that the long shots are really long and just add to the runtime of the movie, and it just made the movie drag on for me. Like, I couldn't pay attention, and also it didn't keep my attention. But like, they're great looking shots, but they're not adding anything to the scene. They just show off the setting. We don't learn anything about the characters. We don't learn anything about the situation. It's just there to, hey, look, a big empty desert. But I keep saying that they're great shots to look at. And yes, I think cinematographers should look at this movie just to see these shots and how to composition a wide scene. But for a casual viewer, you can watch it if you want, but again, I don't really recommend it because it's just such a long movie that it's not really good for a quick sit down and watch. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching my video and listening to me to give a not so positive review about a classic movie from the 60s. But please, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell and leave some comments down below to recommend one of your favorite movies to me, and I will see you all next time.